Coach, you had some momentum. You knew you would have momentum going into next year anyway, but the success that you have these last few weeks and the tournament and all that you've done, no matter when the season ends, talk about how you use that to carry over that momentum going into the off season, everything that you have to do and you need to do next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's important. I mean, it's always important to try to finish the year playing well and finishing, I guess, after you've had a nice run going, because I think confidence-wise for the guys that are coming back, and for us being a fairly young team, we're looking at only 2 guys leaving. And so all these guys that are coming back, they will remember what we're doing this year, and be excited about the following year, along with the players that we have coming in, some talented young men coming in. So there's no question about it. I tell you what it's also done is it's gotten the kids that are coming in, it's gotten them excited to see that they're going to be playing with Tracy, with Deshaun, with Richard, with CJ, with Javi. They're excited about that. So, I know even Tracy, we were just talking just a few minutes ago, and he said Lorenzo Brown texted him and said, great game. I'm so proud of you guys. Can't wait to get there and play with you. That stuff is important.
I think the newcomers are learning that they won't have to carry the show next year. That, obviously there's a base now for them to join, and they don't have to be everything.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you hit it right on the head. That's a great question too, because there was a time where we were struggling a little bit, and I know those young men were thinking, we have to come in here and change this. We have to come in and do it. And now they're seeing that they're going to have some help, and that's got to be a relief off of them, and to say, all we have to do now is come in and help, come in and contribute, do our thing. And we've got a good group coming back, and we're just going to add to it. But you're right, no question about it.
Have you seen much of a difference in the fans react, the way that you guys have closed the season? Maybe if you run into them, the way the enthusiasm they have right now. You guys are on a good run here at the end of the year that charge them up a little bit more than usual.
Of course. I mean, just, that's the way it is.
Have any of them come to you and said, have you had more coming to you and saying they run into you out and about or anything?
Yeah, I had a lot of them saying so just great run, so proud of you. Now, I have some that have always done that too. It's not that they're just coming out now. I have some that have always said, "Hey, hang in there. You guys are playing hard. We're proud of the way the guys are giving a great effort. We knew it was going to be a tough year for us, but now they're saying, we didn't expect this, but they're proud of us. But that's the way it is. There's no question about it. It's when you're down. I mean, everybody's down. Everybody's down, and when you're good, everybody's happy. But I will say once again, we have a large core of fans, I know for a fact, that are just always there.
Coach, you mentioned.
Coach, has this team exceeded your expectations in any way?
They have. They have, and I didn't put a number on anything, but they exceeded it in their mentality. I think at times when I felt that I was going to have to pick them up, after a few losses, I would come into practice, and coaches, we would meet and talk, and now I've got to think, okay, what am I going to say to keep the guys going? And I would come into practice, and they were ready to go. And we would have a great practice. Not a good practice, a great practice. I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't expecting that, I always thought, and I've said this to you guys all year long, and I know you all probably saying, Coach keeps saying that, but I've always said to you, at some point it's going to click in. I mean, I've always said it to you. At some point, it's going to kick in. I don't know when. Some teams that kick in January, some in February. some in December. I don't know, but I just felt it would because of the way they would come back and practice, how resilient they were. I just knew at some point it was going to kick in because they never, ever splintered off. They never started going their separate ways, and it was just a matter of time. And we needed a little success. We needed to win one or two. And they could see, okay, it's paying off. But yeah, they did. I mean, we were picked to finish last in the conference, and we finished ninth, tied for ninth. I'm sure they expected us to get knocked out in the first round in the ACC tournament. We're 3 points away from going to the finals. We're 20 games. We beat 6 nationally ranked top 25 teams. I mean, it's no one expected that. No one expected that. Not with a young group. Not with the first time these guys been together. No. It's been and will continue to be a fun group because they're together. There's no one can come in between this group. I'll tell you that right now. No one. They're very tight, very close.